after the show.
Yeah.
And review it.
So now it's we can go
we can do that.
So now so now we're on YouTube. All right.
Hola.
What's up, guys? So now you got to keep it PC.
Hola,
I was
amigos.
keeping it PC.
No, you were not. No,
You were not at all.
Good thing it was on Twitch, so we're good. Nobody
What
watches.
do you mean?
Yeah.
I was all like, I
You
didn't
were
even
not.
call him every time I wanted to call him.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, whatever. Anyway, now we got viewers. Now we people see us on here. So anyway, what y'all think?
We just watched
Episode 8
of The Last of Us.
Oh boy, man.
And Ellie doesn't give a fuck.
Yeah,
she really don't.
She's biggest badass.
She does what she wants.
it's like it. This episode, I think, made her character like if you thought she was like a weakling before, she's like up.
And honestly, during
it's like the game, like
during the game, you already seen what she's capable of.
Yeah.
And whatnot, like with the whole Sam thing. And I feel like they kind of did this within the show and on the Sam episode where the brothers, the kid gets infected and the brother kills himself. You can see how easily she was like, all right, let's keep going, let's move on.
Yeah.
Because we see what happened in the Left Behind episode as well as the DLC. She already went through losing somebody she cares about.
And basically having to take him out.
Probably.
Yeah. They still haven't really gone into it, but
it's alluded.
It's
the DLC
alluded,
is the same thing. Like you don't see
her
turning,
but
you know what's gonna happen.
They're together.
And the first episode only takes place 2 weeks after that happens.
Right.
So
it's still fresh.
We already know that Ellie has that dog in
him. DAWG.
Dog.
Capital D.
But this episode, bro.
Our producer's thinking about it right now.
What are your 3 favorite moments of this episode? Go.
At the end of it,
when she stabbed him repeatedly, that's number 1.
Like that. That's like I said, it just elevated her to a whole nother level. Like it just made her like, she's.
Because at the end of the day, she's still a girl that's just scared.
She's a 14-year-old girl,
bro. Like it just because like it makes you feel like we're like the show. It makes you feel like Joel's gonna come in and just like completely derail this dude.
Yeah. And
it didn't happen that way. In most shows, it would have, right? But then. It didn't. She did it on her own, and that was the coolest thing ever. He just totally that dude got big time.
I would say my 3 favorites are first when the dude slaps the little girl because I called it, and Loki took me by surprise. Whenever Ellie breaks the dude's finger in the cage.
Oh, that was cool.
I see. Dude, I was waiting for it to happen.
Waiting for it because it's like she's leading him and just breaks his finger.
And it says, "My name's Ellie. I'm the one that broke your fingers."
Yeah.
No,
dude, but with the whole like, it just looked cool. Like she had like the whole.
Yeah, he beat her up with the fucking cage. And then I enjoy when the horse gets shot because my sister over there freaked the fuck out.
I didn't enjoy that at all.
She freaked the fuck out.
No, I didn't enjoy that.
It's a great episode.
So like I get that, I get why they did it, and then I was just like, oh, poor horse.
But no, for me, the number 1 was when she stabbed him multiple times. Number 2, she broke the dude's fingers. Number 3, when she's pretended like, oh, I'm infected, blah blah, and then
dude, that scene was great.
Then grab the cleaver and
because even though you and I play the game and you and I know that's about to happen, bro,
still gets super surprised. It's just
I also
this
like
is my favorite part of the game. This has been my favorite episode.
I also like how Joel was just like taking care of business one by one. As messed up as he was, like he's just taking care of business.
His dad instinct,
right? It was a dad instinct for sure, but he was just taking care of business like big time. Like
it was so much harder in the game because you're
right.
You barely stand. If you play on hard, you got like 2 bullets and
Did you ever play it on hard?
I like the wind fucking kills you basically. Like
essentially. You got 2 bullets and a shiv put together by Airbrush glue and paper clips.
I cannot believe how fast this show has gone,
dude.
Right? There are parts of the game where like it really puts you in the middle of it, and it kind of, I wouldn't say that it drags, but it takes its time to really build onto the experience. Obviously, because you're playing the game,
it builds the world and the experience.
Like right now, like episodes are like back to back to back. Like it's almost like every episode is like its own little arc.
Well, that's the thing, because I think they have to condense it down to 9 episodes.
I'm not gonna lie to you; they could have made this 16 episodes.
Oh,
easily,
they could have made this whole show.
Like this one season could have been 16 episodes long.
Easily,
right? This arc right here, this episode that we saw, could have been a 3-parter.
Yeah.
It really could have been.
Because in the game, they explore more.
You're playing as Ellie for the first time.
Yeah, and they explore more
Areas.
on the guy trying to gain her trust at first.
Oh, okay.
On here, like, you know, they kind of trick her, and then they get her to the cage like within, like, you know,
You're sleepy.
30 minutes of the episode.
You're sleepy.
But I thought, like I said, I feel like it's been the best episode of the season. Next week's episode is gonna make me cry.
It's gonna break.
Upset.
It's gonna break you. It really is.
Oh man, it's killing me.
Anyone that's played the game, they know what comes next. And man, it is. It's tough.
It's gonna break us even harder than the horse.
Yeah, well, much worse.
Dude, how do you see? I don't want to spoil it.
Yeah,
I don't want to spoil anything
because he hasn't played the game, so he doesn't know what's coming. But
it's not even me being like sad at the end of the game. It's more than just sadness that I feel.
You go through all,
and I feel like you can
emotions.
relate to some of it at the very end, at the final decision.
Oh yeah, it's just.
Oh man, but Ellie's a badass, bro. Ellie's a badass.
You're gonna be in for a treat.
Oh, thank you. Good thing I'll be on vacation, so I'll cry.
Do we know if the last episode is gonna be like an hour and a half, 2 hours?
Not sure.
I'm pretty sure it's gonna be a longer episode.
Because the first episode is an hour and a half.
It might be an hour.
Yeah, because these have been like what, 45 minutes at the most.
50 at the.
They've been under an hour, but I think this last one's gonna be at least an hour and a half, like the first episode, because it's a lot to go into.
You know what part I'm waiting for? The giraffes.
The giraffe?
Yeah.
Oh.
I really
giraffe?
like.
Yeah,
Are they going to the San Antonio Zoo or something?
Not San Antonio, but whatever the fuck city they're in.
Ah.
They see some giraffes, and that's one of my favorite parts of the game.
It's a pretty cool experience.
Yeah.
Spoiler alert.
Not really a spoiler. Yeah.
This game came out 10 years ago, sir.
You should
You've had
have.
plenty of time to
10
play it.
fucking years ago.
It's like Titanic spoiling the end of it.
For the 6th Sense. Did you know Bruce Willis is dead?
He was?
And the multiplayer was very underrated.
Very. It really was.
I don't know if they brought it back for the second one, but
Did you guys play the second one?
I haven't. But I know what happens.
Well, yeah, because so basically it leaked online because people were really pissed off what happens in the second game, and it leaked, and it kind of killed it for me. I didn't want to play it.
Yeah, it takes place like 3 years after.
Almost 5 years after.
Yeah, something like that. But you know, let's not talk about that. Let's talk about
Yeah,
how
let's-
great Ellie is and how badass Joel is, and fuck that rapey
Cult leader.
cult leader. Yeah,
Yeah, that episode, that dude needed to get got. That was it. You knew it was gonna happen. He needed to die the way he did in that episode.
I
Like, it
enjoyed
was
did you actually
perfect.
get grossed out by the ear on the floor?
Yeah, you threw up, kind of. I think.
No, it was close.
Yeah, that was pretty gross. I'm glad that we ate beforehand, not
I would have
during.
been fine.
I'd have been fine.
I don't know that chili. As soon as he said venison, I was like, "That's sus." You know?
Is that like
Yeah, like, wait a
venison?
And then 5 minutes later, they bring
I'll
in
be
the deer.
like, full spell venison.
I'm like, the deer's here.
Bro,
How's that
and they
venison?
had the bodies hanging, bro.
That part, I was like, ooh.
I don't know if that was in the game.
I don't remember that.
Again, I played that shit 10 years ago, but still.
I don't remember. I don't think it was in the game. It was implied, but you never really saw
This you
there
got
was
to
no
see it.
ears on the floor. There was no bodies.
No, there was ear. There was
Was it?
like
Oh.
that scene was almost to the letter, bro.
Really?
That whole scene, her in the cage, when they're gonna chop her up, she breaking his finger, her killing the guy, and him trying to shoot her or whatever. That whole scene was almost to the letter, bro. And that's what gets me so excited about the show, because the big scenes, the big moments,
It's very faithful.
it's very faithful. They've taken their liberties with some of the storylines, some of the beats, and whatnot. But
Which I can appreciate.
yeah, because it makes it works on a show.
So I've gone back to after I see the episodes, I go back on YouTube and look at what
The side by side.
the side by
It's
side.
almost identical.
And so yeah, I've seen that, and I think it's pretty cool how they've stuck to the game in a lot of scenes, like in the first episode when they're in the truck and it's going or something. It was very similar.
similar, yeah.
Now I know the fast forward to like episode 5, the Sam thing. Yeah, it was a little different because in the game I think the kid was a teenager and he could talk, and
The kid could talk, yeah.
yeah, and on
I don't think he was a teenager, but he was
He was like
11, 12. But,
preteen.
Preteen,
basically.
yeah.
yeah, but
it's
But the way they did it here was much more powerful because he depended on his brother. He couldn't.
Yeah.
yeah.
I noticed that the main one of the differences also was when Henry had the gun, instead of like in the episode, he said, "What did I do? What did I do?" But in the game, he said, "What did you do?" Like he was blaming on somebody else, so they changed stuff like that. But
I think he was talking to himself.
Yeah.
I think he was talking to himself.
Okay.
In the game, there's a part during that level where you guys get separated, and you're playing as Joel, and you're taking care of Sam.
Yeah.
And then Ellie and Henry are split up together.
Okay.
So then, and you're in the underground with the clickers and everything.
Uh-huh.
So the whole time you're panicking because you're like, oh, I need to, get out of here, but also I don't know where the hell Ellie is.
Yeah, I see.
You know what I'm saying? So it builds a lot of panic, and it builds a lot of anxiety to the player.
Yeah.
This is a great fucking show, man.
I like the show. I really do. Good job. Did dog just fell?
Good job, HBO.
Right?
Good job, HBO.
Don't fuck the ending for this one, please.
Or season 2. There's a few things I would change, which we'll get into next season.
When does this show come back?
Oh
yeah. I mean, if it's a season, not series finale.
It's been greenlit already.
Yeah.
But is it gonna follow that game?
I think they're probably gonna make take a few liberties because I mean they have to. They want to piss people off.
Yeah, but there's gonna be a few things they're gonna have to do regardless.
Yeah, I'm sure they'll figure it out because again, no spoilers because certain someone has to play the game.
What?
10 years, sir.
Yeah.
10 years.
Not much of a game.
Why do we hang out with this man?
It's uncultured swine. Doesn't like crawfish. Doesn't like video games. Who are you?
I'm allergic to crawfish.
You're allergic to crawfish?
Yeah.
Why
Why is that so funny?
Because you're all alone. Because he's over here.
Oh, but what's new?
That's true.
Anyway, we done?
Your only 2 friends can't have crawfish. How does it make you feel?
More for me.
How does it make you feel knowing that you're all alone?
Actually, when I went to watch the Super Bowl with you were eating fucking crawfish, and I got there.
He's like, no wonder it started breaking out in town.
No wonder you almost died.
To call the ambulance and everything. No, he said like, he's going to call the ambulance, but he's like, no, I don't want to pay that.
Yeah, fuck no, dude. Just let me die, honestly.
All right. Well, that's going to be our little review for episode 8. I think we might get on for episode 9. We'll see how things go. Nonetheless, thank y'all. See y'all on Tuesday when we will have H-Town Wheelhouse from Locked On Astros on the show. Appreciate it, y'all. See y'all on. We'll record Tuesday. That episode will drop on Wednesday. See y'all. Peace.